Hello everyone. So I welcome every one of you. So today we are going to learn about the fundamental duties. So beginning with the fundamental duties, in 1976 Swaran Singh committee was set up which recommended basically for the inclusion of the fundamental right in a separate chapter in our constitution, and thus the government accepted the recommendation and enacted 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act of 1976, which added a new part, that is part 4A, which is consisting of Article 51A, and 51A contains the 10 fundamental duties. And one thing you must understand here that the Swaran Singh committee recommended basically the 8 fundamental duties, but certain fundamental duties were not accepted by the Congress government, and it was later consolidated into the 10 fundamental duties. Now, talking about the 10 fundamental duties, which is included in the Article 51A, we shall discuss it. We shall discuss the 10 fundamental duties, but these are just to make a note to you that these 10 fundamental duties are just as a trick I have noted here, so I may or you may able to revise it for your convenience. So beginning with number 1, that is abide by the Constitution of India and respecting the national flag and the national anthem. That is the number 1 fundamental duty, followed by Bapuji's ideal, which is actually the acronym is in the basis of alphabet A B C D E F G H I J K. So this is very simple. Bapuji ideals means to cherish and follow the ideals that inspired the Indian national freedom struggle, and followed by C, that is the country unity or the sovereignty, protecting the country's sovereignty and unity. Next is defend the country when called upon to do so. And E is equality and brotherhood. Promote the spirit of harmony and brotherhood among the citizens of our country. And next is fort, culture, which means that to preserve our culture and heritage. Example, forts, etc. Now next is environment. Green environment means to protect and improve the green environment like forest, lake, river, etc. And humanism or the scientific number, it is the fundamental duty to develop the scientific temper or the humanism among each individual. And next is an eye for eye makes the whole world blind, which means to abjure the violence in the society and in the country. And followed by jack of all trades means you have to be strive the excellence in all sphere of life. And followed by last is kids, which means to provide education to the kids between 6 to 14 years of age. So these are basically the 10 fundamental duties which is mentioned under the Article 51A. Now talking about the feature, now we will go with the feature. So before going to the feature, let me tell you something about here. See, there are basically the initially there was basically the 9 fundamental there were 9 fundamental duties, but later in 2008 by the 82nd Amendment Act added one more fundamental duty, and that is the last one which I said, that is providing the education to the kids which is between the age of 6 and 14 years. So in 2002 by the 86th Amendment Act added one more fundamental duties, that is providing education to the kids between the age of 16 to 14. So that is the 1 point we need to note here. Next, coming to the features of the fundamental duties, that is some are moral duties and some are civic duties. And fundamental duties refers to such values which are part of the Indian traditions, Indian culture, Indian heritage, Indian cuisine. Fundamental duties are confined to only citizens, not to the foreigners. And fundamental duties are non-judiciable, which means that in case of violation, it is non-enforceable by the court. Well, followed by, now we'll see about the criticism. What are the criticisms of the fundamental duties when it was being enacted? So those are list of the fundamental duties are not exhaustive, means which means that it does not covers some of the most essential fundamental duties. And fundamental duties are vague. And next, code of the moral precepts, followed by superfluous, reduced the values of the part 4 of the Constitution, which is the directive principle of the state policy. Now we'll see about the significances. Now significance, we'll see that significance of the fundamental duties are the limitations to the fundamental rights means that it provides a limitation. It provides as restrictions while enjoying the fundamental rights. It serves as a warning against the anti-nationals, anti-society. It is a source of inspiration, helps court in examining and determining the constitutional validity enforceable by the law. Now, this is about the fundamental duty. One thing you must understand here that fundamental duties is inspired by the erstwhile USSR. So this is about the fundamental duties. I hope you are clear. So we'll hope to meet on the next video. Thank you very much.